You can choose to get to know anything about the future, but you have to forget that many things from the past. Would you do it?
Hello everyone, welcome to Hey Apurva, and today we are going to play Would You Do It Hypotheticals with Nugapug.
Hey Apurva, it's nice to meet everyone here. The name is Nugapug, and I'm a storytime and animation meme animator and webcomic illustrator. I make 2 of my webcomic series, Fourthly Puzzled and Human Yet Hybrid.
Let's begin. You can become untouchable. Everyone's hands pass through you. You can walk through walls. But you have to scare 2 people every night to keep that power. Would you do it?
Oh my, this one's a bit interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Like something like to become untouchable. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool dream.
It does. You
but
can do many
to
things.
Scare people, I don't know like how I'm gonna scare people because I'm not really good at scaring people that much.
I'm not a very scary person either, but you are untouchable. You can pass through walls, right? And
because apparently that's Halloween for you. do that as a Halloween paycheck.
Yeah. So if I scare 2 people tonight, I get the powers for tomorrow all day. So I don't need to do it every night.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty cool. But are people even able to see you if you're untouchable?
Yeah,
Would it be like a ghost?
No, you're completely visible. You're opaque, right? But hands just pass through you because you have the consistency of mist.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but you look normal. If you were walking on the road, nobody would bat an eye.
So apparently it's like this surveillance video, and where everyone drives a car and then they just pass through you as if you're a ghost.
Yeah.
You just people are just gonna see you like that. So it's pretty much like a Harry Potter kind of power.
Yeah.
As if you're going through walls. As if you're the Harry Potter of the power.
Oh wow.
But instead, I had to scare people.
Yeah.
How am I gonna do it? Could be a hard choice, actually. I don't like scaring kids.
No, you could scare anyone, full-grown adult people too. Okay, here's what I was thinking again. It's do you have to completely scare people out of their wits and, just have them up screaming? Or just a little scare, a little hesitancy to go to the bathroom at night? Does that count?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that counts.
Yeah, I hope that counts too.
Or unless you want to scare them from under their bed, and that'll be a good one.
I don't want to scare people completely out of it.
Yeah, that'd be if someone was laying on their bed and then you're just hiding under it and then you just rah,
You could pass directly through the bed. Upwards.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. And just pass through them like that alien.
Yeah,
but except you're non-alien, you're just untouchable.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be very easy to scare people because of your powers. So it's not that it is hard, even though you're a very unscary person.
Yeah, does it depend on sare their pants off? Because some people are not scared of anything sometimes because you know how that is.
You can just go choose another person.
Yeah, trying to scare people is kind of rare these days,
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically it's kind of not that rare, but you know how that is.
Yeah, everyone's pretty safe in their houses, but you can pass through their walls.
Yeah, that sounds like
trespassing?
Let's just say you're going through a door.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, "Holy crap, you're breaking in!"
Okay, but you technically didn't break the door.
Apparently, you're just even if it's untouchable, it's still trespassing regardless. It feels like.
Yeah, obviously it is trespassing.
And then someone calls the police on you. I'm accusing this guy for being Untouchable over here. And then you're just getting arrested. No, I'm too young to go to jail.
They can't arrest you. The handcuffs will simply pass through you.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then the handcuffs just go through you, and then it's like, I'm free!
Yeah.
You can't catch me alive, coppers!
That does sound pretty evil.
Yeah, it does.
Final verdict. Would you do it?
No. Like, if I had to scare people, I don't think that would be worth it. But if I just let the untouchable thing happen for just like a day or a night, sure. But if I had to scare people, like 2 people for it, I don't think that's worth it.
I would do it sometimes. Like, if I think, okay, I need the power tomorrow, then sure, I'll scare 2 people tonight and get the power for tomorrow. But I don't need it the day after tomorrow, so I won't scare 2 people tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's true. Besides, that'll be like a lot of effort.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, too much effort. Okay, my turn. You could travel all over the world for free, but you have to dress up like you're trick-or-treating. Would you do it?
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Some Halloween clothing is embarrassing and uncomfortable.
Well, it doesn't have to be like a heavy costume, you know. It could be like a light one, and like you could dress up as a witch or like as a ghost, or maybe like as a golem. No.
Oh wow.
Maybe like a Frankenstein, like a female Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just thinking, imagine like a fairy costume or something like that. The wings, like if you're sitting, the person next to you will be so disturbed.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, maybe the wings could get out.
Your wings will just be hitting everywhere.
Yeah, maybe the wings could get in the way. Like, hey miss,
yeah,
your wings are in the way. Would you mind folding them back, please? Okay.
I was really strongly considering this because, you know, traveling is not cheap. Traveling is pretty expensive.
Yeah, traveling is pretty expensive these days.
You can completely take out all flight costs. You know?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just have to wear a different dress.
And it's completely free, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
This Halloween, everyone gets to board for free while you're wearing a Halloween costume.
Okay, if everyone's on a Halloween costume, then I don't think it'll cause any trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in my mind, everyone else on the plane is just wearing like really casual clothing, and then there's me with my witch costume.
Yeah, as long as it's something comfortable.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think about this?
Well, I just think like maybe I could like dress up as a ghost because it's more easier, and because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe like I could dress up as a nurse, or maybe like as a celebrity, probably. Yeah, like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, good old Tom Hanks.
And it'd be okay for Tom Hanks to wear, you know, comfortable clothing, would it be?
Well, if Tom Hanks was flying in a flight, then he would dress up as Woody. Alright, so the final verdict is, would you do it?
Yes.
I would too.
I would make the clothes a little more comfortable to be with, because, okay, flights are still long. Like, I understand back in the day, in the 1890s, ship routes used to take months, and flights only take a couple hours, I know, but still. Like, okay, where do you live?
Well, I live in the US.
Yeah, so coming from India to you, I don't even know how long it would take. Hold on.
I think it will take like hours, probably like a whole day.
It takes 19 hours.
Wow, that's almost like a whole day.
Would you wear a witch costume for 19 hours if it meant the flight was free? Yes, I would. 100% I would. Because
Yeah.
I want to travel places, I mean.
Yeah, same here.
I really want to travel places.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, who doesn't love to travel?
Exactly. You get a weekend job that pays you $50,000, but that job is to sit in an empty, dark room and do nothing all day. Would you do it?
Well, if it's for like $50,000, probably. But if it's like for a whole weekend, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like I had to like say this. Like, what do you get to do? Like, at least in the dark room, you know, like, are you even allowed to like, I don't know, like have at least something to do,
like your phone or
at
something?
least in the room, like during break times. It's like what if it's like an emergency? What if it's just like an emergency and then you had to like get out of the room immediately? Like,
oh yeah, I assume emergencies would be allowed, but you know, like otherwise, when there's no emergency, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe you wouldn't even be allowed to take your phone inside.
what if you like want to play like a mobile game? Like Angry Birds, like I want to play that, but instead I'm not allowed to.
I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's paying you for your boredom.
So apparently they're just testing me out like, okay, buddy, so since this is your first day, we're just going to be testing you the entire day. Like, wait, what? Are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, you're just going to like put me in this room in the dark while I'm just sitting there. Yes, you are, you know. So we're just going to test out your boredom. But I'm scared of the dark. Like seriously, like you're just working like 5 days a week. That's pretty much it. Yeah, like what's the point of ever working on weekends if you just want to take day offs?
Okay, if you're getting $50,000, you could leave your weekday job if you have any, right?
Oh yeah, that does sound good. But you're just gonna be sitting in a room. Like, what are you even allowed to do in an empty room? Like, am I even allowed to do any activities?
That's the thing, you're getting paid to be bored.
Well, that doesn't even sound right, though.
It doesn't.
It's like you're trying to be experimented on your boredom.
Lab rat style.
yeah, you know, just a lab rat. And don't worry, you'll be fine probably. And I don't know, you're probably going insane. You know, it's not our problem.
Would you go insane for $50,000?
I probably will. I'm like, for $50,000 for one day, that's cool. But the entire weekend? The entire weekend?
Okay, in this situation, let's say you already have either job or school or something that is keeping you busy through the week. So at the weekend, in my mind, it would be so perfect to just, get into this, thing for Saturday. So, you get to relax, you get to be bored, you get to do nothing all day, and you get paid. So it's like a relaxed day. And the next day on Sunday, you can do all your weekend plans. Like, you can play mobile games or you can go out and meet someone. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, what if there's, like, breaks? Like, what if you want to take a break from that, actually? And, like, for example, like, you're hungry, and then you're like, and then, because you gotta at least eat.
Yeah, obviously.
Because, you can't just, like, stand there starving.
Exactly.
That can't be right.
Exactly. So I'm assuming just like any other regular job, you're going to have lunch breaks.
Yeah.
And probably breakfast breaks or dinner breaks, depending on, how long you're doing it for.
It's very like a being bored for 24 hours challenge.
That sounds like a Mr. Beast challenge, but, without... Okay, it has the money as well.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does sound like a Mr. Beast challenge.
Be bored for 24 hours and I'll give you $50,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good challenge if Mr. Beast would have made that.
Yeah, I would want to watch that.
Yeah, I would too.
The people are always doing interesting stuff. Wouldn't it be, cool for a change if they, just sat there bored?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, final verdict. Would you do it?
For one day, sure. Like, if it's for isolation, sure. But for the entire weekend, no. So apparently my final verdict is no. I wouldn't actually do that for $50,000. You can choose to get to know anything about the future, but you have to forget that many things from the past. Would you do it?
Ooh. So, I'm thinking you have to forget something that's as big of a deal. So, like, if you want to know something really big about your future, like, what work do you end up doing? What's your career like? That's a pretty big deal, right? So, you have to forget an equally as important thing from the past.
Yeah. Well, apparently, it doesn't have to be anything important. It could be, like, something that is less important.
Okay, so what time you have your coffee on the coming Thursday? That's a pretty unimportant thing.
Yeah, that's very unimportant right there.
Yeah, so then if you can forget such an unimportant thing from the past, I don't think it would affect you. But now you have the useless knowledge of when you will have your coffee on Thursday.
Yeah, unless you had to, like, remember what's really important, though, first. Like let's just say that you graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And then you're getting ready to go to college. And it's like, let's see what that future is. And then all of a sudden, you forgot about the one thing, and that is, like, your documents in your like, diploma. Let's say that you needed your diploma from high school graduation to be in a college. It's like, how you gonna get into college if you don't have a diploma?
Yeah, but you don't lose things. You just forget about them. Like, your mom could probably tell you, oh, here's your diploma. Go show it to the college admission people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so thinking about it, it clearly has a huge consequence.
Yeah.
So if you gain something, you have to lose kind of that amount of thing from your past. So the only use case I can think of where there will be lots of gains with little to no consequence is cheating in exams.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
All right.
Okay, let's say I have a math exam the coming Wednesday, and I'm not doing very well. I want to know what the questions are. So, I can prepare for those answers and, do well on the exam. So, for getting to know questions from the math exam, I would just have to lose some questions from another maths exam that I had in my past. So, like, let's say my 6th grade math exam. If I lose it, it doesn't affect me in any way. And, I'm only forgetting what questions were there. I'm not losing the knowledge I gained with that exam. So basically, now I gain some exam questions that will let me do a good job on the coming exam. And I lose some absolutely useless information of previous maths questions. Isn't that so genius? That's so genius.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty weird, actually. Okay. So you're just trying to find the future answer of what it is.
No, not even the answer. I would be satisfied if you just gave me the questions of my coming math exam. I can find out the answers now, like practice the answers now, and
Apparently you had to study the questions for that stuff, like sometimes you just had to read through it over and over. I mean, I know how that is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a position where I would want to do this in many exams because I feel pretty satisfied with where all my grades are. But, just if you need to, this is the only use case I can think of it.
Well, it has to be a memory that is, like, not really useful. Well, it can't be, like, an important memory.
Okay, and remembering, getting to know something from the future to me is like a lose-lose if it's something important or life-changing, like what career you might be in. So it's because I'm a huge, huge believer of the fact that you mold your future every single day, every single minute. So if I already get to know that, I want a graphic designing job, but I don't end up getting a graphic designing job when I grow up, then I would be absolutely broken. And, I don't think anything I do will be able to change it because I've literally seen the future, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, that's...
And to add salt to the wound, now I forget an equally as important memory from my past.
Oh my god, that sounds like a pretty bad future right there if you like mess with it.
Yeah, I mean, what about you? What would you think? What use case comes to your mind?
I think what comes to my mind for this question is because I just think like there might be like some memories that you don't need, but there are some that are like most valuable. Well, like
Okay. Are you reverse engineering this thing? So are you thinking, okay, there's this past memory, it's very painful, I want to get rid of it. So, to get rid of that past memory, are you going to think, okay, fine, I'll just get to know something from the future that's as important as that, and that painful memory will go?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a pretty dope idea.
Yeah, maybe reverse engineering would have been a more better one.
Okay, let's rephrase the question then. Let's do it this way. You could forget anything from the past, but you have to choose to get to know that many things about the future. Would you do it?
Apparently not.
No, you wouldn't do that?
No, not really. Because, like, there are some memories that are pretty valuable. And forgetting... And because, sometimes you can just tell about your memories. Is, always... like, you can always, like, talk about your memories. You don't have to, like, forget a memory.
That's true, yeah. That's true. But, okay, you're thinking of the valuable area. I'm thinking of something more banal. Like, you watched a movie yesterday, it was super sad, and it was just a disappointment. And now your thoughts are lingering on it, and you're not able to get anything done. And say you want that movie out of your brain.
Yeah.
Could you get to spoil some movie that your future self watches in order to lose the memory of that movie? Would you do it?
Oh yeah, like some movies that I don't really like watching, that I have memories of watching I could totally forget those like within a heartbeat. Actually.
Yeah, because I'm a very emotional person. Like,
me too.
If there's like sad movies, they really do linger in my head, and then I just keep thinking about them and don't get anything important done.
Yeah, that is true.
That's why I'm okay with spoiling a movie that my future self watches right now.
Yeah, apparently. And besides, there's like a lot of people that show spoilers anyway.
Yeah. So, okay, even without that, let's say it's a movie you watch when you're 35 years old, for example. Okay?
Yeah.
By that time, you wouldn't care about that one spoiler you saw when you were 16 years old.
Oh, yeah. So, the final verdict is you could choose to get to know anything about the future, but you had to forget that many things from the past. What's your final verdict on it? Would you consider it?
I would not do it.
Neither would I. Because, again, I know there are memories that are very valuable, and I think it's better off that you wait and see the future yourself than just forgetting the past memory to know what your future is about.
Okay, what about the reverse engineered question? What about the one that we made? The opposite of it.
Oh yeah. Well, unless it's not as important, or like sad scenes, or like cringy scenes, or like bad things that you don't really want to know about, something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
And I would consider that.
Yeah. Yeah, even I would consider it.
Yeah, I would consider it too.
Well, this wraps up the episode. That was so much fun to play with you.
Yeah, it was so much fun, Apurva. I enjoyed that time. It was very interesting.
Everyone, feel free to try these questions with your friends. I'm sure you'll find it pretty cool. Bye.
See you later, Apurva. Bye.